So for this part right here, this is demonstration number 3, bimetallic strip. Okay, for here, the introduction is two metals with different coefficients of thermal expansion are welded together to make the bimetallic strip. So in this part right here, why does the bimetallic strip bend sideways? So look at this video. You guys are an expert in thermal expansion. So why do you think the bimetallic strip bends sideways? Let me show you here. That's actually my dog, so I apologize for that. Let me show you here.
What we have here is a bimetallic strip. What that means is it's a piece of metal that has one kind of metal here, one kind of metal on the other side. And as we know, when we heat things up, they tend to expand, particularly if they're going to expand. So if we heat up the metal here, we should see the expansion. But different metals are going to heat up at different rates. So take a second and think about what you might expect to happen if they're going to heat up at different rates. And now let's find out. I have a Bunsen burner. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put it in here. You can see it's bending. And the reason it's bending pretty dramatically. And the reason for that is because one of the metals is expanding faster than the other and pushing it crooked sideways like this. And it happens pretty quickly too. It expands very rapidly. There you go. There's proof of thermal expansion.
All right. So again, in your own words, why do you think the bimetallic strip is actually bending sideways? This is for the second demonstration. Remember to actually type down here your answers. You are done here for the recording sheet. However, there's more things to do in here. We're going to review this part right here. All atoms constantly vibrate due to thermal energy. Remember right here, if you look at the molecules and the particles in here, they're all together. That means it's actually solid. Doesn't mean that thermal energy only happens when the state of matter is only solid. It can happen when it's also liquid and gas. If you look here at the bottom, it says adding or removing thermal energy can what? Do what to the state of matter? All right, so think about these terms. This is actually what we're doing today in class. Once you're done with your recording sheet, remember to submit your document. It's going to be 10 points for today. Take your time as long as you complete all these parts. And remember, you have 3 different games in here. You have the quizzes, you have the Kahoot class, and then you have the game kit. So take your time playing all these games. Once you're done with the games, I just want to mention this part right here, the thermal energy in everyday life. Think about this. Baking chocolate chip cookies involves transferring thermal energy to the cookie dough, which causes chocolate chips to change from a solid to a liquid. So look at the pictures right here. When the cookies cool, they transfer thermal energy to the air around them and the chips return to a solid. Okay? So these are different examples. For example, you have the other one here for the popcorn pops, and then you have another one for the ice pops and the skid trip. So if you want to read all these terms, guys, for you to become a little bit more familiarized about thermal energy, because you're going to see heat transfer on Thursday and Friday, it's going to be like a really good introduction for you since you're going to have a test on Friday on this, okay? If you have any questions, do not hesitate to email me. Period 8, I won't see you this week. However, I will see you then on the following Tuesday, okay? All right, I will see you then. I'm going to stop recording right now.